Well, I've got a dilemma here. I just painted the kitchen and now I can't find my brush spinner. I washed it out, but I can't find my spinner. And I don't want to kick it, meaning you tow it to your shoe, because I bought this brush in '86 and I paid $46 for it back in '86. This is a very good brush and it lasts and lasts. You can cut in a window sash with this brush. It's just a great brush. And I don't want to ruin it by starting to kick it. So I want to spin it and I can't find my spinner. Where the hell is my spinner? I may have to put this in a little softener for a little while if I can't find my spinner soon. This is oh God, this is terrible. You know, actually, speaking of this brush, I had a number of them because again, at one time, as I mentioned, I was in painting and things for a while, so I had a lot of good tools, you know, tools that you normally wouldn't buy at a big box store, and meaning brushes. And the kid next door wanted to, well actually I wanted that side of my garage painted, and that side of the garage faces their yard. Now I have 3 feet over there, so I have plenty of room. But I figured, well, if the kid wasn't doing anything, he's 24, 25 years old, he was looking for work. So I figured, you know what, you want to paint that side of the garage for me, and yeah, I'll pay you. Yeah. Now, it had to be scraped down with a brush. It was in kind of bad shape. You can tell it hasn't been painted in a while. So, you know, I knew he wasn't going to do it in a couple of hours. So, you know, I gave him $100, and it took him 7 hours or something. But I let him use my brush. And he had to finish a little bit of the trim. And with the trim, he was still able to use one of these 5-inch brushes because it's a flat trim. So what he had done was, I didn't know it at the time, but he had taken the brush and did what he sees on these DIY home remodel programs. He took the brush, he put it in a ziplock bag, and he threw it in the freezer. Well, that's all well and fine on brushes that are made of plastic or something, but not so with wooden brushes. I'll be right back. Alright, the wife found it for me. It was out in the other shack, the Outback shack. But anyway, this is a spinner. You can put a roller on it. I think I got an old roller here. Now, if you're using good brushes, it's usually best to buy something like this. But this is for your roller. So you'd wet it down, you know, clean it, and this will dry it and fluff it up again for you. Then with your brush, the brush slides in the set of teeth like so. Now, I'm not going to spin it here because it'll get a mess all over everything because this brush is wet. But can I do it down here and you guys see it? Yeah. You see that? Yeah, okay. I don't know if you're seeing what it's doing. But basically what it's doing is it's throwing all the water and things out that I had actually rinsed it with. And it leaves it nice and fluffy. And that's the way you take care of a good brush. So brush spinners are nice to have laying around. And they work on rollers too, but this roller's shot, so I'm just showing you. But anyway, as I was saying, this kid next door put it in the freezer. And I said, whoa, 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 bring it over here, let me have it. you know, and he really didn't understand why. Well, when wood gets wet and then you start to freeze things, anything that you freeze, what's it normally do? It expands. Well, as the things are going to expand, it's going to start cracking or loosening the wood up to where you're going to start losing your frame and your bristles. So at that point, you have to pay attention to some of these DIY shows because they don't explain things like that to you. You know, if you're using a, well, let me see if I even have one. I don't know. Do I have one that may have come with a kit? No. Now see, all my brushes are, I'm sorry to say, all my brushes are good brushes. I have no those plastic ones. They're all wood, and they're naturally some pure bristle, China bristle, badger hair. You know, depending upon the paint that we would use, would depend upon the bristle. You know, and at that point, that's where you're at. Even today, I think you get a better finish with a brush.